Welcome everyone to today's professional development. Please come in and find a comfortable seat. We'll get started in 5 minutes. Thank you. I hope you were all able to partake in the delicious continental breakfast provided by our wonderful administration. Thank you, Mr. Garland. Okay, we will take a few minutes for those in the back to take their seats so we can get started. There are some empty seats in the front if you are having difficulty finding a seat. Let's start with introductions. I'm Carl, and this is Donna. Today's professional development is on making data-driven decisions and the necessary strategies and evaluations that will lead to student learning.
Our agenda today will be, from 8 to 9 a getting acquainted activity. From 9 to noon, I will present on, building on our strengths. We'll break for lunch after a closing activity. After lunch, we will do another getting acquainted activity. Then from 2 to 3, Carl will present on rigor in the classroom. We'll end the day with another closing activity. The achievement data that was collected and analyzed with the action research was based on the MME, plan, and NWEA map scores. The MME scores show a decrease from the first year and an increase of over 5% of the next year. By using the strategies being presented today, we project similar results.
Donna will lead the first activity targeting improving professional learning communities for teachers.
This morning my topic will be, for the good of us all, using our strengths to build PLCs. To start, please take a name tag and puzzle piece. Then please find a seat. This activity is called, Getting Acquainted. Now, everyone needs to search to find others with the remaining puzzle pieces to assemble the puzzle. That will be your group. You have 2 minutes to wrap it up. Okay, time's up. What were some strategies that you used to find your team members? Okay, those were great strategies. Thank you, Ms. Rogers and Mr. Thomas, for sharing. Next, we'll be watching a video clip on Waiting on Superman, Changing Teachers. Wow, what an impactful clip. This will aid us in our PLCs. Next, I want you to discuss in your groups what impact has professional learning communities had for our program. Please select a reporter to share with the group. Okay, 2 minutes left. Okay, Group 1, what were some general comments made by your group members? Wow, great! Those are all awesome comments. Next, we will talk about building our strengths. You can follow along with this PowerPoint slide. These activities will relate to how we build on our strengths. We will now think, pair, share for 5 minutes. Okay, time is up. Let's discuss with other groups. We will take a 10-minute break. Ladies and gentlemen, please return to your seats. We will begin again in 1 minute. Thank you. Welcome back. Let's share our results from before break. There are large post-its on your tables. Please create a graph, table or other visual to share what your strengths are. Please review this handout on New Jersey ASCD. Each group member will be responsible for one section. After everyone has had a chance to read it, please report to the others. Let's recognize some staff members for their PLC efforts at this time. Mr. Thompson, Ms. Tripp, Ms. Walmick, Mr. Rilland, and Ms. Smith for their time and effort in their research. We understand that there are some tough issues that PLCs will face, but the article provided gave us some ideas on how we can build better learning communities. I will now hand out, You Belong Here commitment cards. Each group will write down at least 2 ways to improve PLCs. In closing, your ticket out the door will be to list 3 things you learned today that you can use at your next PLC. You'll have 45 minutes for lunch. We will meet back here at 1 o'clock. Thank you for your undivided attention this morning. Have a great lunch. We'll begin in 5 minutes. Please return to your seats. Welcome back everyone. Hope you had a good lunch. Your afternoon session will be with Carl.
Thank you. Let's have a round of applause for Donna for doing a good job on the morning sessions.
Thank you. Now Carl will be presenting on implementing more rigor in the classroom.
The goal of the school improvement plan is to increase test scores by 5 to 7%. This PD has been developed to help you feel more proficient in implementing more rigor in your class.
Carl will now do an opening activity called Lightening the Learning Climate.
We will start with an enjoyable activity before getting serious about the subject, rigor. You will be given 10 minutes to take a short multiple-choice pre-test on rigor. You have 2 minutes to finish. Time's up. I hope you found that rigor doesn't have to be hard. Let's review the answers. Group 1, what did you have for question 1? Great. Group 2, what did you have for question 2? Excellent. Now we will do an activity called Listening Teams. This will help everyone to stay focused during the PowerPoint presentation and will help summarize the content. You will now be divided into 4 teams. Each team will have only one teacher from each content area. I will give you 2 minutes to form your teams. Time is up. This table will be Team 1. The table on the left will be Team 2. The table to the right will be Team 3 and the table in the back will be Team 4. Teams will all listen to the PowerPoint presentation. At the end, Team 1 will need to ask at least 5 questions about rigor. Team 2 will find 5 points that they agree with or found helpful during the presentation and explain why. Team 3 will need to find 5 points that they disagree with or found unhelpful and explain why. And Team 4 must give 5 specific examples or applications of the material presented. And now, rigor. That concludes the presentation on rigor. I will now give each of the 4 groups 10 minutes to complete your activity. You have 5 minutes remaining. Please stay on task. This is a good time for a break. Take 10 minutes and then we'll work on our team assignments when we get back. You have 1 minute. Please find your seat. Time's up. Now I will call on each team to respond on what their assignment was. Thanks teams for sharing. You each did an excellent job accomplishing your individual tasks. Lastly, we'll end today's PD with a closing activity that will recap the training on rigor. Remember, rigor involves applying skills, so this activity will involve you to use the question matrix. Now, you will regroup into your content area groups. I will give you a couple minutes to find each other. Please hurry up. Thank you. I will now pass out the question matrix sheet. You are in 7 subgroups that will correspond with the 7 question areas on the matrix. Science Department, you will have column 1. English Department, you have column 2. Social Studies, you have column 3. Math column 4, PE column 5, Art and Music column 6, and Business column 7. I will be handing out the story of the 3 little pigs. Your group will need to generate open-ended questions from your column on the matrix about the story. You have 10 minutes. You have 3 minutes left. Okay, time is up. Let's share your answers. Great answers. Thank you for sharing.
This concludes our professional development for today. You have now fulfilled your contractual obligation. Please drive safe.